Whatever Laura wants, Laura gets. And little Laura wants you. Pam, pam, pam. Make up your mind and have no regrets. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I am doing good. I welcome you to Blue Witch Presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me. I'm Laura. And today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, we do oracles. Hello, Samantha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're doing oracles. Oh, look, my hair is finally growing. Oracles. We're going to do the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco, the Divine Animals Oracle. Hello, Encantos de Yari. Good morning. We're going to do the Nightmare Before Christmas. We're going to do the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Elemental Oracle. So we have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of oracles for today. And I'm sorry that we didn't have coffee break on Monday. I overslept. I overslept. I get up in the morning and do my class, my ESL class from 8 to 9. And sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I go back to bed after class. And this time I went back to bed at 10 and I slept through. I woke up at 12:30 on Monday and I was like, oops. So, such is life. Salud. I have a big gallon of coffee and you better believe it's full. All right, folks, let's do it. Let's do it. Take a deep breath. Breathe with me, breathe with me. I like to ask our deeper selves to communicate with each other and to let us know what we need to see today. That information be used for the greater good. Hello, Richard. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for the hearts. Everybody, let's see. May the goddess let us see what we need to see. I call her goddess, you call it whatever you think it needs to be called. We have the sun. We have the sun. The card of the sun from the Elemental Oracle is number 6. Here it is. From the element of fire. And it says, be grateful for what you have right now. Every day brings new possibilities and opportunities. Hello, Rahisi. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. That's a strong message. Be grateful for what you have right now. Every day brings new opportunities and possibilities. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. So that's the first card of today, the first message. Somehow my website sent me an alarm that suddenly a lot of people are going to bluewitch.org. And I'm like, what did I do? What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened, but thank you to everyone that is visiting bluewitch.org. If you haven't, please do bluewitch.org. We have the newsletter coming up on the first of the month, every first of the month. We have all the coffee breaks are hosted at our website. I don't know if you know this, but if you miss a coffee break or if you want to go back to a certain day, you can go on the website and you can find them there. And you can also find um, pre-recorded classes from years prior that you can buy on demand, or you can buy a whole course altogether. Pretty soon we're going to have the new courses that are going to be for 2026, 2027. May the divine give us life. All right, let's see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle has for us today. Which one is it? I guess it's both. I grabbed two. I guess I'm going to read both of them. We have the moon, the hunger of the wolf, and we have balance. What? So first we have the sun, then we have the moon, and then we have balance. Heard. Noted. Oh my God, she's loud. She as in the goddess. All right, so the wolf, moon, hunger. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. I recognize all that I hunger for is the affirmation. Hello, Citizen Gina. So hunger of the wolf moon, wolf. The word wolf is like an onomatopoeia, isn't it? Wolf. So we have hunger, feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. And the affirmation, if you will to claim it, I recognize all that I hunger for. Hello to la Santa y el Monje. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, our second card from this pool is the card of balance. One in gibbous, balance. Seek balance. Extremes of anything are rarely healthy or useful. There might be an overreaction that has caused the issue. Ground yourself and allow your strength to rise from there. Be aware of where the imbalances in your life are present. I seek and maintain a healthy balance in my life. That's a good affirmation. Seek balance. Extremes of anything are rarely healthy or useful. There might be an overreaction that has caused the issue. Ground yourself and allow your strength to rise from there. Be aware of where the imbalances in your life are at present. So those are the messages from the Queen of the Moon. And I was saying to everybody, thank you for going to the bluewitch.org. You know, it's just like I say, it's telling me that there's a lot of traffic. And prepare yourself for the scavenger hunt. When you go to bluewitch.org and you sign up for the newsletter, then you're going to get the newsletter every first of the month. And there's going to be a scavenger's hunt clue. And it's usually the last Wednesday of the month that I ask right here for the clue, and the people that has the clue gets a 30% discount on any of my services. So it could be a 30% discount on a cleansing, a consultation, or a tarot reading. I think we included the tarot readings. Any of the services, not the classes, but the services. You know, what is everybody drinking today? I am drinking coffee, lots and lots of coffee. Let's see what the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot has for you. We're going to read it as an oracle. And it was quickly this card. Is the Three of Candles. Is the Three of Candles. It came out reverse. So we're going to read the reverse meaning of it. And I think we had the Three of Candles not too long ago. And I don't know if it was number 3. Richard is drinking tea. Cava with my brother. Cava, is cava wine? Or what is cava? I think it's wine, but I'm not sure. Three of Candles reverse shows a need for broader thinking. Don't limit yourself or sell yourself short. Your potential is infinite. Think bigger and make a plan for expansion and growth. Don't mind me if I do. Three of Candles reverse shows a need for a broader thinking. Don't limit yourself or sell yourself short. Your potential is infinite. Think bigger and make a plan for expansion and growth. Hello, La Dancy Nancy. Cava is fizzy white wine. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I used to not like wine. You know, my first drink was rum and coke. And I park it right there. And I drank rum and coke for forever. And I was never into wines or anything like that. And a few years back, a friend of mine introduced me to fizzy white wine. And I like it. It's too sweet for my taste. But I like it, you know. Hello, Nancy. She always says, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Salud. I am just drinking coffee today. And since I stopped drinking Diet Coke, because I don't drink Diet Coke at all anymore since January, I stopped drinking rum and Coke. So now I drink, you're not going to believe what my drink of choice is now. The Prepare Costco margarita. You know, the one that is like ready to drink. And I just put a little lime and salt on the rim of a glass and pour myself a margarita. And that's what I drink when I drink. I don't drink that much. I used to. When I was very, very young, I used to. But not anymore. Which one is this one? Divine Animals Oracle. Divine Animals Oracle. We have the polar bear. Tequila, Sir Richard. And Encantos de Yari says, nice. And look at that. I opened the book exactly on the polar bear. Wow, the polar bear talks about ancestors. Ancestors. You are the carrier of a bloodline that stretches back for millennia, yet you are uniquely your own self. Take the positive from your ancestry and observe and note the negative. Family dysfunction stops here. Honor those in your family who honor you. It is a positive and natural action to individuate from our family on our own terms. Damn, this card came on fire. Now, if you know me for 3 seconds, you know that I'm a strong advocate for releasing people that don't help our growth. And sometimes that people that we release are family members. And it's okay. It's okay to go no contact. It's okay to forgive, but not let in. We talk about forgiveness a lot in this channel. When we say, yeah, we forgive. Whatever wrongdoing, we forgive. Because we're not about to carry that poison forever. So we forgive. Forgiving doesn't mean that you let them back in. Forgiving means I forgive you so I don't carry that burden, but you are not welcome back. And sometimes cutting ties with family, even when it's like your family origin, your blood people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you live a more plentiful life, because sometimes they hinder you, they pull you back. However, when we call on the ancestors, right? We're going to recognize that the ancestors are always with us. They are inside of us. They're in our DNA, right? Our ancestors knew things that we know to a cellular level. So they are always with us. Richard says, you have perfect timing. You must be a witch or something. I think I'm a witch. I sent my friend a video yesterday, a meme, and she's like, I was just saying your name. How do you know? And I'm, how we met? Have we met? All right, folks. Ancestors. Ancestors. You are the carrier of a bloodline that stretches back for millennia, yet you are uniquely your own self. Take the positive from your ancestry and observe the note and note the negative. Listen, take the positive from your ancestry and observe and note the negative. Family dysfunction stops here. Honor those in your family who honor you. Let me repeat that. Family dysfunction stops here. Honor those in your family who honor you. It is a positive and natural action to individuate from our family on our own terms. The family dysfunction stops here. It really hits home because I didn't have kids and my sister's daughter couldn't have kids. So it's like definitely it ended right there. I forgave myself first and let trim my family tree. Best decision ever. Living in peace is priceless. Absolutely. I needed to hear that, and I love that. Trim the family tree. Yep. Sometimes you have to trim the family tree and make it a bonsai. Make it a bonsai and just cut. Speaking of healing and community and chosen family, I want to invite you all to the community circle. We have our community circle on Sunday. We come together, we listen to each other, we just witness each other, we, you know, validate each other just by existing in a circle. And we are not there to fix anybody, we are not there to psychoanalyze anybody, we are not there to give advice to anybody. We are there to listen. And a magical environment is created when we are there to just exist and listen to each other. And it's a wonderful experience. I've been holding these circles for 5 years, and I invite you all to come. They're intimate, and they are sliding scale. You can pay $13, you can pay $20, you can pay $26, whatever depth of your pockets is, you know. $13 if you are in between situations, 20 if you feel that you're balanced and you can pay that, 26 if you are very blessed with abundance right now and you want to help those who are not as blessed, and they happen always on the fourth Sunday of the month at 7 p.m. Those are not recorded because the community circles only work if there is confidentiality, and it goes like this. How confidential are the community circles? If you tell me something at the community circle and then I see you any other day, I will not mention it, and nobody would, because that's the key of the circle. It's confidential. And this is one of the very few services where I benefit from it as well, because I'm there like sharing also my situations, my life. All right, folks, last card for today. We have the Halloween Oracle. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 We have the Lady de los Muertos. Believe it or not, this is the card. There's an anecdote about this card on this deck. I'll tell you in a second. So we have the Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Acceptance and equality. Let's see what her message is. The Lady de los Muertos. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it might work out better. If you are holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. I'm dying to tell you the anecdote. 1 second, gotta read again. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it might work out better. If you are holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty of death. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. Hello, Pilsen Arts and Community House. Hi, Patch. My darlings. Patch are the heroes. Period. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Patch. Go to the Patch Instagram. See what they're doing. And, you know, what an example to our communities. All the work that Patch are doing. So, yes, that is right. Resistance, resistance. So, you know how I'm always talking about cultural appropriation and let's take care of our culture and let's make sure that it's not, that we don't have extractivism anymore and that we stop with colonizer ways. So, when I saw the Halloween Oracle, I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool because I'm obsessed with skulls. So the Halloween Oracle's cover is a skull, but it is almost like a sugar skull. So I was like, I don't know, is this Oracle doing cultural appropriation? And then somebody bought it for me. They gifted it to me. And it took me longer to say thank you than to open it. And I went and I looked for the cards. And so we have that skull that looks like the sugar skull. And then we have the Lady de los Muertos. And I'm like, rolling my eyes all the way to Australia. And then I read the booklet. What I read for you is like the concise message of it. But the book has a whole 2 pages on the card. And this lady actually researched Day of the Dead, and she talks on this booklet about the indigenous origin of Day of the Dead. And that's when I fell in love with Stacy DeMarco. I was like, oh my God, this lady actually researched, talks about the indigenous origin of Day of the Dead, talks about the colonizers' influence, and then integrates that into her oracle. I think that is such an ethical way of working, right, with a culture. And so I admire her work so much, and I fell in love with all her work because of this deck, and particularly because of this card. So this Lady de los Muertos is literally the responsible that we have all these oracles, the Stacey de Marcos oracles, and that I'm constantly reading them for Wednesday's oracles, is that Lady de los Muertos, you know? So it's funny that she came out precisely today, as we approach Day of the Dead, the Day of the Dead season. So anyway, guys, if you have it on you to buy me a coffee, Venmo at Blue Witch, Cash App $0 Blue Witch 1, and Zelle at Blue Witch, and Blue Witch at bluewitch.org, or you can do the Zelle on my phone number if you already have it. And please come and sign up to our newsletter, and please go to PACH, go to PACH, and see all the work that they're doing, and see if you can help. And Sandia says, I just got here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. We just finished. You know, but you can watch, you can always watch the recording. And like I told you, they eventually make it into the website. So if you are looking for an old coffee break, you can go to the website and find it there. Okay? I will see you all Friday. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye-bye.